Welcome to Whine and Whine, where a few girls get together, drink a little wine, and do a lot of chatting. Now today, girls, we're going to talk about the poll of what would you do. The poll question was, what would you do if you found out your friend's man was cheating?
I legit have like 3 friends. So in the
Care to
relationship,
name
This is like a real situation for you.
the relationship that we have, I would definitely tell her. So now I would definitely have to tell her.
So why haven't you told her?
No, I would tell her.
Oh.
I never caught her man cheating.
Oh, I
but
thought you
I thought you were saying, yeah.
Yeah.
I
this
would
was
tell
happening
her. But I know some people are like iffy about that. Like they wouldn't tell their friend, but you know it gets messy. She tells him, you told him, and he wanna like send you in the street. Why you told? You know, so it's kind of weird. But the way our friendship is set up, I definitely would tell her because we probably would be investigating anyway. Because she would probably already feel it. You know that woman's intuition. They already feeling. They're already calling their girlfriends like, listen, I think something is up. You know.
So I think there's actually, for me, a difference between what I think is morally right and what I would actually do. I think sort of you're under not a moral obligation to tell her because it's not your business, it's not your place. Like, it could mess up a lot of stuff, but I don't think I would be able to keep that a secret. If I really care about someone and I know that, and I also would never want it to get to a place where my friend finally finds out and then finds out that I knew and says, why didn't you tell me? I thought we were friends. Like, I can imagine that being a very, very complicated thing. So even though you can sort of say like, well, I'm not the one who cheated, like I don't have accountability in this situation, I don't think I would feel right keeping that to myself.
Yeah, I couldn't keep it to myself.
I call my friends when my pee is too yellow.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely gonna call my girlfriend to let her know that I caught her man with another woman, you know? So I'm curious to know who even wanted to, like, who polled in favor of this question, because why wouldn't you tell your girlfriend?
Because
Well,
there's that
I've been in that position and I've not told. I've been in that
wanna hear about
position
that.
several times. Yeah, so my thing is, you know, I used to be, you know, like a Wendy Williams of Queens, they used to call me. The tea spilled in my lap and I spilled the tea, right? But what I found out for myself, it becomes situational as sometimes. I exercise situational ethics. I've had a friend that was married, had a gaggle of kids. I don't want to say how many because if she sees it, she might figure out it's her. She had a gaggle of kids. She was so into her husband, and that dude was running through some folk. But I know how invested she was in that marriage. And even when I posed the question once, it was like, I want to know. I was like, would you really?
Tell me, because you're my friend, and I don't want to sit there watching Real Housewives of Atlanta with you, talking about how ratchet and how trifling she is to her, while you're holding a secret from me.
But I crossed
Especially,
my
how could
fingers.
you
No.
I saw one of my godchildren's father at Essence Music Festival with another chick.
And
Out
he
in the
did.
open.
Yeah, what happened?
I was like, Harpo, who that woman? And he was like, humana, what had happened was, but I didn't tell her.
Oh.
And I didn't tell her she had just had a baby. Like we had a real talk about it. Now they ended up breaking up later, and I was instrumental in them even trying to get back together.
Now, could you have kept it casual and be like, oh girl, yeah, I was at Essence, and guess who
He
I
told
saw?
her, but he told her he saw me, and then I looked kind of cockeyed, not mention it,
Right.
that I saw him, but he didn't tell her he saw me with some chick that had on a matching outfit like him. He didn't tell that part, but I know he was fishing with her to find
see if
out
you
what
know.
happened.
Absolutely.
But I didn't
Right.
tell him, but I let him know that that wasn't a pattern that would continue if we found out again. But don't think because you crossed a couple of state lines, the streets be talking, right? So, but I feel like, you know, sometimes you have to know what you're going to destroy, right? And if something is just super trifling anyway, and they're not super invested in, you know, it wouldn't be years of her playing a Toni Braxton song or some old Mary J. My Life CD and never come outside again for the next year and get all
But isn't
pale.
that her choice? Aren't you, by not telling your friend, taking away her choice? So I see it as, I'm the police. I'm the girlfriend police. I caught your man. He's busted. You're the judge, juror, and lawyer. You know what I mean? You decide how you want to prosecute him. I'm just letting you know
That's
what's
a really
happened.
good point.
Yeah, I used to feel like that.
If she feels that way, if she feels like my man cheated, but I forgive him, at that point, as a girlfriend, I'm like, who am I?
Right, I'm not gonna judge
Your
you that,
own-
you know, you
your
guys
own
can work out.
I did my part.
Let's take it to the streets with our girl Charlene. Now you get to join in on the conversation.
This is Whine on the Streets. It's your girl Charlene, and today's topic is about what would you do if you found your friend's man/woman cheating? What would you do if you caught your friend's man cheating?
Ooh, that's a good one. Well, I would probably confront him first and just let him know that I know that he's cheating and give him a timeline like you need to tell her by X, Y, and Z date. If not, I'm spilling the beans.
I would tell her for sure.
What would
With
make
evidence.
It depends. If he's cheated before and we've told her that she should leave him and she sticks with him and then I see it, I might not even bother because I feel like sometimes it's really hard to get in the way of your friends' relationships. However, if this guy has been known to be a great man and has a clean slate and I see it happen for the first time, I will absolutely tell my girlfriend.
What would you do if you caught your friend's woman cheating?
Well, depending on how close I am with my friend, I probably, I feel like should tell him something. Should let him know.
Why?
Because it's the right thing to do. I'd want to know if it were happening to me.
That's all we have for today. It's your girl Charlene. When you see me on the streets, holla at me.
What about if you keep catching him cheating? Do you keep telling?
See, that's my thing. Like sometimes
Yeah,
you, and then you let them know.
Oh, that just got messy.
Right, but I mean it's
Telling, it's
messy.
like, do you want to be the one with
It's
the
messy from the beginning, right? So at some point, and if you know they
okay,
know,
you keep cheating, whatever. I'm not gonna tell you because you're gonna do the same thing.
and
you know,
to me, you're gonna change how you look at your friend. Your friend that you held this, now you're looking at her as chicken head central, right? I told you, she's calling you now, want to talk on the phone.
crying about it.
Nobody, drink your wine and go over there because I'm tired of listening.
That goes back to something you said. It's none of my business. No, it is my business because as your friend, you're gonna
You
call
gotta
me.
deal with that.
I'm gonna have to lend my shoulder to you, whether you keep him or not.
But
so
then-
if I catch that man cheating with another woman, I'm like, I'm gonna have to clear my schedule now because you got some nookie on the side. You know what I mean? So
Or not,
it does,
right? That's what answering voicemail is for.
No,
She just, but
that's your
no,
friend.
listen now, and I might sound jaded and take.
And I would want
No.
it in return.
Listen, I'm not trying to sound like hard-hearted Hannah. What I'm saying is, at some point, you have to give people room to grow up and make decisions on their own. And sometimes by constantly being a shoulder, all they're doing is repeating the story. Some people are so stuck in their story, they, and that becomes their claim to fame, and so sometimes you have to be like, enough is enough. I'm not listening to this. I called you last night. Yeah, I know. Like you called me every night for the last 3 months, and I've been missed Scandal 3 weeks in a row because you want to keep crying off of the same thing.
Yeah.
So tonight, Charmaine made a choice that she needed to be there for herself. Like, girl, this
And
has got to
that's okay,
stop.
too,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? So sometimes you're in service for them by not enabling them to keep wallowing in their foolishness.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, part of it too is like helping your friend value herself enough to realize what she deserves and what her worth is. Because, I mean, like obviously it depends on the situation, but if someone's staying with someone who's cheating again and again and again and again, you have to ask them, like, how are you viewing yourself in this relationship?
But
Don't you think you're worth more?
Often we, associate domestic violence with physical abuse. Got it. But a serial cheater, that's emotional emotional domestic abuse.
Yeah, that's abuse in
It
its
is.
own way.
You know,
It's abuse of
it's
trust.
messing with her heart, her mentality, you know.
Her self-esteem.
Absolutely, and in a way, as a girlfriend, because you can't call the police on him for that, because you can't, press charges. You almost have to be there for your girl, you know, just as much as you would if he was hitting her. Her bruises are just not visible.
I feel like it's a safety issue. I feel like today's age, you have to get tested before you guys even start to get intimate, and you have to make sure he's not dealing with other girls, because it's like all those fluids being transferred is just not good.
It come out of the cavity.
It comes out of the cavity, exactly. So you gotta, if you see him doing something funny, see something, say something.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Right?
a whole issue.
So if you find out the man's cheating and she comes back and you tell her, she's like, nah, me too. then
Well,
what happens?
Tell me more.
See?
That's for her to make the decision, but at least I did my part.
So
as
if your
a
girl was
friend.
cheating on her man, would you tell him?
No, that ain't my friend.
Oh, there you go.
Not my friend.
What happened to all this ethics?
I had a girlfriend whose
Not my
husband mistaken me for his friend also. So he would do his dirt and then still think he and I were cool. And I was like, homie, no, you lost me in the divorce. We're not friends also, not at all.
Oh my.
Nope. Not
I had
Not
a
at
friend
all.
who was cheating on her husband, and she wanted to use me as an alibi, and I was like, absolutely not, because I like your husband. And let me tell you something, if you keep telling me when you stepping out on him, I'm gonna start going over there and hollering. He's a nice dude, so don't tell me when you're doing something. This was great.
Yeah.
I love when we get together.
I feel like I need a drink after this.
Listen, I don't know. We don't have another cheer today. Y'all gonna clink with me because I'm gonna keep his mouth trapped shut. Today in our business spotlight, we have our own Leah Henley. She has her own business selling essential oils. Tell me about it.
Yeah, so it's a really exciting thing. Basically what I do is I teach classes or I do one-on-one consultations with people, and I'm basically helping empower people to take control of their own health.
So what are the classes about?
The classes teach you what essential oils are because they're extremely trendy right now, but people don't really understand how they work, where they come from. So I'll just give you a really quick idea so you know what they are. So basically essential oils are pure extracts from plants. And it comes from the part of the plant that the plant uses to protect itself. So that's what helps to keep us healthy. It's like the plant's defense mechanism against nature's threats. So it takes a lot of plants usually to make up one bottle. So it's highly concentrated and extremely powerful. So you usually only ever need 1 to 2 drops at a time.
So I have a few friends in this organization I'm a part of, and the oils abound. So people are stressed out and they're rubbing oil here, and if something this happens, they're rubbing oil there. So is there something about different points on the body that helps these oils work more effectively?
Yeah, we tend to say the areas that are more porous on the body are better to put it on because it will absorb more quickly into your skin. But
And for the listeners, when you say more porous?
Yeah, so the areas where there are literally more pores so that it's much more easy for it to penetrate the skin. So the bottoms of your feet is a great place, on your hands is a good place, but also anywhere that you're experiencing pain, you can put it there. So if you have some sort of neck issue, you can rub it on your neck. If your head is bothering you, you can roll it across your head.
What
so
about
it's pretty
corns?
intuitive.
What about corns? You have anything for corns?
On the feet?
Yeah.
I would need to do a little research on that. I haven't had any experience with that yet.
Okay.
They have a line of blends that are called emotional aromatherapy.
Oh, okay.
And they all have, they come from the different types of oils. So there's spices and trees and floral oils. So they have blends of those that are meant to combat different emotional issues at once.
So which one's for the rough sex?
There's a blend called Passion.
Somebody asked
That
me
would
to ask
work.
that.
That would work. There's a blend called Passion. I think that would probably fit into that category quite nicely.
This has been really, really, really great.
Yeah.
I'm about to smell some lavender after Passion.
Yes,
Yes.
indeed.
Calm down and go to sleep. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for
This
having
is
me.
great.
I love being able to talk about this thing.
Yeah,
I'm so
we love
passionate
when our
about.
couch mates are doing great things.
Well, that's going to do it for Whine and Whine. Definitely keep the conversation going. We want to hear from you, so leave your comments below. And if you have a topic idea that you want us to whine about, add that. We'll see you next week, Tuesday at 7 p.m. Cheers.
So today we're drinking an Albarino from Portico de Ria. So this white wine is on the drier side, but it's quite crisp and citrusy, and it's got some really nice notes of honeysuckle and green apple. So this wine would be really great to pair with some seafood if you're going on a romantic date. So if you've got plans tonight, make sure you pick up a bottle of this first. Cheers.